Willie Purdy is with me right now. This is your 7th year here, and you are, what, 4 generations deep in doing carnivals?
Correct. I'm 4 generations, and my wife is 5 generations. And our kids that'll be 6 on her side and 7 with the grandkids.
I'll be darned. So all of you, the whole family's here this week?
Whole family's here, yeah. It's a family business.
So how long you guys been doing this, actually?
Well, my wife and I all our life. We grew up out here. And, of course, we have a break when the kids were going to school. My wife had to go home and put the kids in school. But other than those little breaks, consistently since we were born.
Okay, now, so how many do you do a year? Give me your best guess.
I'd say 35 to 40 events a year, sometimes multiple events a week.
So in the last 3 weeks, you've been, let's say, where?
Well, I was in Union City 2 weeks ago, and then I was in Trenton last night. We closed last night in Trenton, and tomorrow we open here in Dyersburg. So
you guys really have made an art out of bringing this stuff in and getting it set up and getting it ready to go by fair time.
Yeah, it's a tricky situation. You have to monitor a lot of stuff, and you have to keep safety in mind while you're doing this stuff because you're moving in the middle of the night. You got to make sure guys get rest. Got to watch the trucks and make sure it's safe to get over the road. Last night with the storm was a little bit of a challenge. We slowed down a little bit because we didn't want people to rush and slip and fall or a truck going off the road. So it took a little extra effort last night.
Well, I tell you what, you guys have really caught up here today and ready to get things going. How many rides did you bring today?
30 rides.
Okay, so you got 30 rides. What is the most popular ride that you've seen over this summer?
Well, numbers rise. It's always the giant Ferris wheel. If you get more families to come for items like that, because they want to bring their grandkids and ride with them. Thrill rides would be like the Himalaya would be number 2. Chaos and Zipper are always a popular ride. So those are the top 4.
So what about the Gravitron? Does a lot of people get on that?
Yeah, a lot of people get on the Gravitron. The only thing I tell people is there's a sign out front that says, please don't bring your cell phones on, because for some reason it's a cell phone eater. It just gets in there, and we're always looking for cell phones in that. So please don't put your cell phones on when you ride the Gravitron.
Okay, do you ever have to clean up anything in the Gravitron either?
Not me, but yeah, some of the guys, they'll get a hose handy to clean it up a little bit.
Just in case. So if you're going to come out and you're going to ride the rides that you want, that's what you're going to do here at the Dyer County Fair 75th Annual. Now, I'm just going to ask you one more thing. Explain a little bit about, now I know there's a couple of nights that you pay one price for rides, but let's say it's a night that we don't pay one price. How do we go about getting ride tickets?
Okay, on the nights that you don't pay at the gate and everything's inclusive, what we have is we have a digital ticket system. We have a kiosk, and each one of them has a clover where it explains every step of what you have to do to purchase tickets. Rides take 2, 3, and 4 credits, and a credit is $1. And you buy the card, you can reload money on the card, you can use the card for games, you can use the card for food, and keep the card, because the card, if you have anything left on it, is still good the next year.
Okay, so those of you who had cards from last year can bring them out and use them right now.
That's correct.
Or from Union City or Trenton, is that same?
Yep, but you don't see a lot of that. Usually they kind of hold on to it for their event for the next year.
So, Willie, thank you so much for everything you do. I know you're a busy man. We'll let you get back to work, but thank you for being a part of the 75th Annual Dyer County Fair.
No problem. Glad to be here.
All right.